Good evening and welcome back. Tonight, we continue the touching and tender story of CEO James and his lover Diep, a love tested by deception, heartbreak, and ultimately extraordinary endurance. In the previous chapter, we discovered the machinations of Trang, a cunning and ambitious woman who could not bear to see James find happiness with Diep. Driven by jealousy, Trang orchestrated a cruel plot, fabricating lies to convince Diep that James had betrayed their love. Heartbroken, Diep left the once happy home they shared. But love, as it often does, found a way to heal the wound. With unwavering devotion, James relentlessly pursued the truth, exposing Trang's vicious deception. In a powerful demonstration of loyalty, he reunited with Diep and their precious son. Witnessing this reunion, James' mother, who had been wary of her daughter-in-law, was clearly moved, her eyes now shining with warmth and acceptance as the once broken family found peace. But the peace was fleeting. Trang's ambition remained undiminished. Now consumed by blind rage, she branded Diep a seducer, accusing her of setting James up and tying him to their child. Convinced that she was superior in looks, status, and family, Trang could only think of the only explanation she could fathom. James must be under some kind of curse. Her jealousy turned toxic, and this time she was determined not only to destroy their joy, but to endanger their lives. Meanwhile, hope blossomed in unexpected places. One peaceful weekend morning, James's mother confessed that it was time to step back. Feeling her age catching up to her, she asked James to take over the company, and, in a move that surprised them both, she asked Diep to be his secretary. Her wish, that the couple would stand side by side not only in life but also in work. Overwhelmed with emotion, Diep, who had never dared to hope for such trust, shed tears. In that moment, the whole family changed. James, once isolated, Diep, once despised, now united, supported, and together looked forward to a new dawn. But the light was on, the darkness was even thicker. Alone in the cold luxury, Trang pondered over the picture of James, Diep and the child. All the fragile reason was broken as jealousy consumed her. The beautiful, ambitious woman she had once believed in had now faded into an unrecognizable image. If Diep, and especially the child, were gone, she believed that James would eventually be hers. That haunting thought formed a monstrous plan. The very next morning, Trang made her first move. She hired someone to follow Diep, learn her habits and weaknesses. And then, under the guise of repentance, she showed up at home with a basket of fruit and a veiled apology. She insisted that she had made a mistake in her judgment, that she had mistaken James' kindness for affection. Her voice trembled with feigned remorse. She even vowed to study abroad, a noble sacrifice to avoid further pain. But beneath the glitz was a desperate lie. Her family was bankrupt, and this was just another carefully calculated ploy to keep them off guard. Once her suspicions had been allayed, Trang offered everyone a bite. The fruit was said to be nutritious for nursing mothers. Trusting her instincts, Diep prepared the fruit, and everyone shared it, unaware that it was laced with an odorless, tasteless poison. Trang patiently watched the poison take effect. After dinner, tragedy struck. Diep collapsed to the floor in agony. James, just out of the bathroom, rushed to her side, but his world was shattered by the sound of crying from the nursery, his deepest horror. Their baby was unconscious, feverish, and limp in James' arms. Racing against time, James rushed them to the hospital, despite the traffic, the urgency pushing him forward. Inside the hospital, miracles and pain intertwine. The baby, although poisoned, has recovered. The doctor reports mild poisoning, probably through breast milk, and is now stable. James collapses, grief-stricken and grateful. But Diep's prognosis is grim. With an underlying heart condition and active toxins, doctors warn that his condition is rapidly deteriorating. In the hospital room, Diep opens her eyes. She understands every word he says, not out of fear of death, but out of sadness at the thought of leaving her child and James behind. She tries to smile weakly, whispering an apology for not being able to walk with him to the end of the road. Outside, James' mother holds her child, tears of both love and pain. But even as despair engulfs them, one question burns. Why were both mother and child poisoned, and how? Then a miracle begins. Diep's recovery surpasses all expectations. The pain gradually subsided, her health gradually recovered, her vital signs stabilized. The doctors were amazed, calling it a miracle that her condition was a miracle. After more than a month in the hospital, Diep was finally discharged. Bathed in clear blue skies, she walked home with open arms. James held her, the baby babbling with joy, and James' mother sobbing. "You will never have to fight alone again," James whispered, kissing Diep's forehead, a promise that conveyed relief, love, and a miracle that had come true. But peace came with an uneasy undercurrent. James, haunted by the effects of the poison, lay awake. Why them? That morning, he quietly instructed his closest aide, investigate everything, everyone who entered the house, every dish, every word. Meanwhile, the news of their survival had aroused Trang's rage. She smashes the mirror in a rage, her plans ruined. Cornered and disoriented, she vows, next time, she will destroy them all. As the stage is set for the next confrontation, the lines between love and hate, truth and madness, are blurred, and the greatest battle is yet to come.